Halt, ship! This is a scurvy inspection point. The law requires that you're carrying limes before I allow you to proceed north.
Here, look, I have limes, see?
To proceed north, you'll have to fill out a customs declaration form. Name?
Mr. Elaine Marley.
Fill this out and be completely honest. All right, let's see how you've done. Good answer. Interesting you would check that one. Good penmanship. Not checking that was smart. Okay, this looks in order. You may proceed with full approval of the Bermuda Port Authority.
The wind must have blown out the fire. A bucket filled to the brim with rotten fish bones. It's amazing they stay lit in this weather. It's amazing they stay lit in this weather. I'm staying far away from this. The wind must have blown out the fire. It's a very regal-looking ice sculpture. It's locked. Maybe I'll come back later. It says, Courthouse of Bermuda. Now there's someone I've got to meet. Toasty.
Order! Order in the court! I am going to cite you for contempt of court for not asking permission to approach the bench.
Don't I know you from the shakedown at the 19th parallel?
Order! Order in the court! If I don't get order, I'm going to clear the court.
I'll take that as a yes. May I approach the bench, Your Honor?
You may approach the bench. Court is now in session. Judge Plank presiding. How do you plead?
Innocent. Due to lack of evidence, all charges have been dropped.
Order! Order in the court! Quiet on the gallery, or there will be arrests.
What did Your Honor do wrong to get this appointment?
Never beat a Supreme Court justice in cribbage.
Your Honor, do you have to buy your own robes? Or are they court-appointed?
Order! Order in the court! If I don't get order, I am going to clear the court.
Your Honor, are you wearing pants under that robe? Please remember that you're under oath.
Order! Order in the court! If I don't get order, I am going to clear the court!
Did I mention I am searching for the secret of Monkey Island?
Until it becomes a legal matter before the court, it is of no interest to me. Although, I do remember a case several years back where the secret was claimed to be a fraud and a scam to sell computer games. I believe that was settled out of court for a substantial sum.
That is all, Your Honor.
Court is adjourned.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
I had just broken through a blockade as thick and deadly as the crab biscuit the scum bar. And then, all of a sudden... My ship was swallowed by a titanic alabaster whale with eyes like destiny and skin tattooed by 100 harpoons. The creature lit out like an old tar from a bar of soap. Of course, then we had to put out the fire.
Listen, let me tell you something about anglers.
By which you mean people who fish?
Right, but if you are one, you'd say angler.
I would?
Every subculture has its own special language, words with significance specific to that subculture. When you use them, you convey both meaning and membership.
That sounds good.
That's why authentic sounding fish stories always have plenty of angler lingo. For example, I wouldn't tell people a big fish broke my string. I'd say I was jigging with a hard bait when a strike from a lunker snapped my leader.
That's both highly specific and difficult to understand.
Exactly the point. Want to give it a try?
Okay. I was bait casting dead stick from a crow's nest with a Guggen called Flambe. And then, all of a sudden, our ship was attacked by an immense kraken with 40 tentacles, like the writhing fingers of the sea itself, grasping to haul us down. The creature lit out like an old tar from a bar of soap. Of course, then we had to put out the fire.
Yeah, that's the way. You almost sound like a real angler. Not a half-bad story. You know who you should talk to. Elaine Marley. She's kind of famous, but she's nice. She might see you.
She just might. Thanks.
Do not approach the gate, please, sir.
Hi. Any chance I could get inside the quarry?
Not many try to get in here, just out. What's the purpose of your visit?
It's a social call.
We do have a visitation policy, but it's quite strict. Who are you here to see?
Stan.
We do have a Stan. I'm a little surprised he'd have a visitor. Can you prove you know him?
I can describe him. Loud jacket. Never stops moving his arms. Or his lips.
That does sound like him, but I'm supposed to see some actual physical evidence. Just bring me something that shows you two have ever been in a room together. That way, I can tell my boss that I did my job.
Is there anything special about this stump?
No, why?
Well, it was tagged, so I thought, maybe there would be a great gag about a secret opening to a system of tunnels or something like that.
Please don't joke about tunnels next to the prison, sir.
Toasty. Toasty. Nice view. Roaring fire, melting ice. Very hoogly.
Welcome, loyal subject.
It's slowly filling up with castle. These matches are specially formulated for freezing temperatures. Disclaimer, will not light underwater. This entire castle is made of ice. Thank goodness there's a fire, ready to be freezing. Ah. At the end of the plank.
My only copy. Please don't touch it.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Urgh.
Well, see you around. Seen any good plays lately?
Urgh.
I feel you. Your Majesty?
No need to be so formal. This is Bermuda. You're Guybrush Threepwood, aren't you? I'm Odina the Ninth. I know your wife.
Elaine?
You sound uncertain. How many wives have you got?
Just the one I'm aware of.
What brings you north of the 19th parallel, Guybrush?
Is that one of the golden keys on your head?
Welded to my crown. That's correct. The Crown of Keys is a ceremonial artifact worn by the reigning queen of Bermuda. It was originally fashioned from the house keys of the citizens as a gesture of trust.
And or submission?
My predecessor as queen is the one who added the golden key. I think it gives a certain pizzazz.
Naturally, you'll want to have that cleaned once in a while.
It stays perfectly clean as long as I don't let greasy pirates put their paws all over it. You may touch the crown if and when you become queen, and not before.
Become queen. Interesting. Hypothetically, how exactly would a person become queen of Bermuda?
You have to earn it, win it, wrest it from the iron grip of the previous queen. Most people can't manage that, of course. But by the traditions of Bermuda, all are welcome to try. To become queen, you must show your qualifications by defeating the current queen in 3 contests. The contests test your heartiness, your seriousness, and your intelligence.
Three trials. It's just like becoming a pirate.
It's nothing like becoming a pirate.
Well, except for the 3 trials part.
Contests. They're contests.
Can you give me more details on the contests to become queen?
The contest of heartiness is an eating contest. Raw fish. Call it sushi if it helps you sleep better. The contest of seriousness is one where you must keep a straight face. Whoever laughs first loses, which I never do. The contest of intelligence is an algebra test. 20-second time limit, best answer wins. And yes, I do always have the best answer. You sound like you're serious about this.
I challenge you to the contest of heartiness.
Come with me. We've got to go downtown. See that triangle? There are 3 of them here in the building. 1 for each contest. When you want to formally issue a challenge, you ring the triangle.
Dios mío, another challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, although your appetite for this nauseating affair never ceases to amaze me, it is my solemn duty to adjudicate this, the contest of heartiness. As you are all thoroughly aware, the objective is to successfully and permanently consume more raw fish than your opponent. Today's challenge fish is hagfish. Wait a moment. The bucket of plenty contains no plenty. There are no fish here whatsoever. and the contest cannot be held without fish. Everyone go home.
It's the soon-to-be former queen. I mean, I guess this is algebra? I actually have no idea. It's an empty bucket. I can feel all the warmth escaping up the chimney. I'll make this quick. I don't know when LeChuck's coming back. I'm sure he won't mind if I borrow some demon fire. It says, "Warning, you are about to enter a maze of twisty passages, mostly very similar." Looks like someone forgot to pick up their trash. XYZZY. Hi, I'm working due east of the lake and due north of Driftwood Beach. It looks really deep. Okay, here goes. Looking at these ribs is making me hungry. Ugh, somebody forgot their bones. It says, warning, it's a long way. Ow! Oh! 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 Yeah! Ow! Oh! Ow! Ow!
Lucky thing you landed on my bed.
Herman tooth rot?
I think so. It's been a while.
How have you been?
Meh.
Have you been in this cave very long?
Well, not in geologic terms. As a percentage of the total number of years of existence of the cave itself, it would be a small number. On a human scale, however, yes! It all depends on your perspective.
How does a person get out of this place?
Typically, you don't.
I'm looking for a golden key.
Sounds like something I might have read in a book once. Are you a fictional character?
Not that I'm aware of. Are you freaked out by all the weird screaming in the caves?
Oh, that's me. Just a little light entertainment and well-being work. Primal screaming is very therapeutic. Try it.
Ah! Whew, you're right. Yeah, that feels good. Can I get you anything?
Out would be nice.
So, Herman. I think I'll have a look around.
I'll be here when you finish the grand tour. I wouldn't climb that if I were you. The loud scorpions live up that way. Ever since they ate all the giant spiders. Of course, the spiders only came around to eat all the eelworms and megapedes.
Nice view.
Why, thank you.
What are all these scribbles?
My neo-utilitarian manifesto.
Do you catch much with that?
Don't call him that. He doesn't like it. His name is Carl. Carl the Rat Trap.
The needs of the many may outweigh the needs of the few, but do the few needs of the many outweigh the many needs of the few? How have you been writing this without a lamp?
I haven't. This is all from my first 3 days down here.
It's a golden key.
No touching.
That's a golden key.
Maybe it's mine.
You were hunting for the keys too. That's how you got stuck here.
Is it? I suppose that would make sense.
Let's make a deal for the key.
I'm pretty sure I wanted it for a reason, but a decade or so in a dark cave can do funny things to your memory. So, get me out of here, and then I'll let you have the key.
How do I know I can trust you?
I don't know. How do I know I can trust you?
If you let me have the key, then I'll get you out of the cave.
That sounds good. As long as it's escape first, key afterward.
It needs to be key first, then escape.
It needs to be escape first, then key.
It needs to be key first, then escape.
It needs to be escape first, then key.
Me having the key is for the greater good.
For the greater good of you, certainly.
Just give me the key already.
No!
Give me that key. Whoops.
I'm eager to see how you're gonna get us out of here now.
XYZZY. Well, that wasn't so hard.
What happened to Mr. Toothrot?
When?
Did you get him out of the cave? How'd you do it?
That's not part of this story.
Oh, okay.
Threepwood, alive? How is that possible?
Someone saw him talking to an old crone on Low Street. I confirmed it myself.
I'm more concerned about the crone than Threepwood. Who is she?
Just some old bag of bones. Don't worry about her. I took care of her.
Excellent.
She did have a key on her. A big, fancy gold one. Do you want it?
No. We don't need the keys. We have a better way. Just put it where Threepwood won't get it.
Like where?
I don't care. Use your imagination.
Yes, Captain.
Now, I have another task for you. You'll need to pick up a few things from our ship on the way.
Hi.
Hi.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Guybrush, you've joined the Chums. I'm glad. Maybe a new hobby will help you get your mind off the secret.
Sure.
Well, let's hear what you got.
It was my first trip to Monkey Island. The crew were restless. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a titanic alabaster whale with eyes like destiny and skin tattooed by 100 harpoons. Then we stuck an umbrella jig head in the beastie's mouth and reeled it in from the inside.
That's nice, Guybrush, but I think you've left out the most interesting part. What was it like inside the whale? What happened in there? People want to hear about the experience.
That makes sense.
Want to give it a try?
Okay. It was my first trip to Monkey Island. The crew were restless. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a titanic alabaster whale with eyes like destiny and skin tattooed by 100 harpoons. Inside, it was like walking on soft cheese with rivers of pea soup that stank like a landlubber's bait box. One false move, and you'd be wearing Jonah's overcoat, a layer of greasy phlegm as thick as day-old pancake batter. Then we stuck an umbrella jig head in the beastie's mouth and reeled it in from the inside.
I think you've got it. That was really good, sweetie. You should tell a story to the Chums' leadership at the Codswallop Fish Shop.
I promised I'd show it to a marketing expert first. bird needs an attitude adjustment. That bird needs an attitude adjustment. That ought to give it some zip. This is torn from a portrait of Elaine and me. What do you think of this picture of me and my extremely dear friend Stan together? We had it painted at our local Muskrat Club meeting.
You look real close. All right, you can go in and see him. But no escapes.
I wouldn't dream of it.
You don't want to be right there when I open the gate. Go stand next to his stump. All clear.
You know, Stan,
Way in the back.
seen Stan?
He's in the back corner.
Looks like they have room for one more prisoner. It looks like a secret escape tunnel. Hey, Stan.
Hi there, son. Nice to see you. What are you in for?
Some sort of a sales pitch, I expect.
Pitches are for baseball, son. I make introductions. I'm like a matchmaker between you and your future. I want you to consider these two words: ice, sculpture. Separately, they're exciting. Strength, elegance, transparency. Together, they could be life-changing. The chill of the Arctic combined with the blaze of the avant-garde.
Stan, not today.
Don't wait too long. They're selling like hotcakes.
Did you know there's an escape tunnel over there?
Oh no, son, I can't escape. Wouldn't be wise. I'm only in for a month after all. Got a copy of the judge's order right here. Yeah, I sure did get off light. Lucky for me, they never caught on to my pyramid scheme, or I'd probably be doing 10 years.
Tell me more about that pyramid scheme you mentioned.
Honestly, I don't know why the law makes such a big deal about it. It's just creative money management. Easy if you know what to do with the figures. I've got this accountant, Ned Filigree. He's a genius with that stuff. If they ever saw his records, well, let's just say the first thing I'm doing when I get out is go burn all that paperwork.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
Like I said, I'll be out in a month anyway. I can handle the shackles until then.
What was the name of your accountant again?
Ned Filigree. He's good, and he works cheap. Be careful, though. He's got a hang-up about meticulous record-keeping that can be problematic if anyone looks too close.
My hunt for the secret of Monkey Island is going great.
Good for you, kid. Closing time comes too soon for us all. You gotta try all the snacks you can before it does.
This place sure is quiet.
That's what productivity sounds like.
I think I'll poke around a little.
You enjoy yourself, son.
It's the judicial order for Stan's imprisonment. It says he only has 1 month left. Elaine and I could use some marketing advice. The Marley Foundation is trying to combat scurvy by distributing limes, but no one's willing to take them.
I feel your pain, son. I had a similar problem selling life preservers in the farming community. Sometimes people don't know what they want even when they want it. You got any promotional materials?
Elaine made this pamphlet.
I see the problem. It's wrong from top to bottom. You couldn't sell water to fish with this blather.
It's a little dry.
Well, it's got facts in it. Worse than that, scientific facts. I'll need to meet with her to iron this out.
Can't you just tell me what to do and I'll tell her?
No, that won't do. Things get lost in translation. A whinny isn't a whinny if it doesn't come out of a horse's mouth. No shade on you, son, but you're not a pro. You wouldn't be able to convey the nuance that's needed here. She and I have got to have a meeting of the minds, and minds have got to meet face to face.
I'll let her know. I think I'll poke around a little.
You enjoy yourself, son.
Here, Stan, I think this is your toothbrush.
Sweet gingerbread cake, that's old Bessie, all right. I'm much obliged.
Hello.
I'd like to trade my fish in for some toadfish.
Fresh off the boat. I'll put it on your tab.
Thanks. Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
And don't be nervous thinking it's a test to see whether you've mastered the art.
even though that's just what it is.
I had just broken through a blockade as thick and deadly as the crab biscuit the scum bar. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a titanic alabaster whale with eyes like destiny and skin tattooed by 100 harpoons. Inside, it was like walking on soft cheese with rivers of pea soup that stank like a landlubber's bait box. One false move, and you'd be wearing Jonah's overcoat, a layer of greasy phlegm as thick as day-old pancake batter. Then we stuck an umbrella jig head in the beastie's mouth and reeled it in from the inside.
That was a whopper of a story.
You've clearly learned all there is to learn. I hereby declare you to be a Chum Grand Master. Congratulations.
Wow, thank you. That's a great honor. Is it all right if I take this flag with me?
That would be within your rights as a well-respected chum of the highest order.
Seriously?
Be sure to treat it nice. It doesn't need more holes than it's got already.
It's one of Bella Fisher's flags, about 15 by 15 and full of holes. This replica flag doesn't quite fit. I need the real ones. Wasn't this closer to the box before?
They were all in on it, but Threepwood was the ringleader. First, he's banging me and the other skulls around with a femur, forcing us to sing musical notes against our will. Then he's shouting nonsense like a drunk parrot, and he takes a bite out of a squid's arm. Right after that, that's when the earthquake started.
Still, it could be a coincidence.
You find a shark in your swimming pool, that's not a coincidence.
Hi.
Hey, boy. Got a warning for you.
A warning?
You're in danger. A stocky little ghost lady found me out. She came here and roughed me up. Took away my golden key.
Oh, no. Any idea where she might have taken it?
Don't know. Can't afford to care. I know when I'm beat. I'm giving up on the secret. You ought to get out, too.
Thanks for the warning. Are you okay?
Only my spirit is crushed. Rest of me will heal.
I've got a golden key.
Good for you. But you be careful.
Remind me again what you know about where the golden keys might be?
Well, the mean little ghost lady got mine. Old Mrs. Smith had one. I guess she'll have willed it to someone in her estate. There's the one Bella Fisher had. Must be at the bottom of the ocean now. One somewhere on Bermuda. And one on Terror Island. Not much chance to collect them all, so it seems.
I'm sorry to hear about your key.
I hope your luck is better.
See you around, Whitey.
Most likely.
Welcome back.
Hello. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Have you heard of the golden keys?
Sure. My mother had one of them.
Had?
She left it to me in her will.
Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me.
Hello again. I will pay you any amount of money you like for your mother's key.
When my mother died, her personal possessions went into probate with the court. When they came out of probate, I was still too devastated to claim them. As you can see from this letter the court sent, they and the key have been destroyed.
Well, this is an unexpected wrinkle. I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Hello again. What happened to your mother's golden key?
As you can see from the letter I gave you, the court destroyed the key.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Probate Order 1673832, pursuant to Statute E, Section C, subsection IS. By order of the court, the following unclaimed personal effects have been destroyed. Golden key, fancy box. Looks official. It's got a wax seal of a parrot on it. I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
You should probably put out the rest of these flames.
Thanks, I'll do that.
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
No, you can't take it. With my bar gone and no hope to repair it, this is all I have left.
What would you say if I told you the governor authorized funds to overhaul the keel of my ship?
I'm not sure why my hard-earned taxes should go to fixing your keel.
Can I get any more disaster relief IOUs?
It's one to a customer. If you want, I can revise the IOU I gave you to apply to a different project, but that's as far as I can go.
Yes, please.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I want to rebuild local businesses.
I'm sure you'll have public support on that one. Here you go.
What would you say if I told you the governor authorized funds for the rebuilding of the scum bar at an unspecified future date?
She did? That's fantastic. I'll have a sunken area that catches grog spills for recycling and a medical triage room. Excuse me, lots to plan.
Okay if I take this cookbook back now?
Sure, of course.
Come on!
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Thanks.
It looks like you tried to cook the book instead of the recipe. Oh well, I should be thankful I'm getting it back at all. Next time you can just put it in the bookshelf yourself.
Can I borrow this book?
Fine.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this. The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station. Thanks.
Thanks for returning my book.
Can I borrow this book?
Fine.
Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Can I borrow this book?
Fine.
Warning, do not try these tricks at home. Can I borrow this book?
Fine.
Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book. Can I borrow this book?
Fine.
I tried to read this once, but I couldn't finish it. Can I borrow this book?
Fine, fine.
Can I borrow this book?
Fine, fine.
It's stupid Captain Madison's book. It's a lot of work being governor. Do you know anything about probate orders?
Probate? That's judicial branch. I'm executive branch.